What is up, YouTube? This is Ace from Fit to Play Games, and today we're going to talk about my top 10 favorite go-to mobile games on my phone. So without further ado, grab that coffee, have a seat, and let's go over this subject. Back to the channel, and today, like I said in the beginning, I'm gonna talk about my top 10 favorite go-to games on my phone. But before I get started, I want you guys to take a look at my right side here. I want you to check out these awesome YouTubers. These are YouTubers that are my friends, and they do the same content that I do, and they all cover games and all that stuff. And guys, we are like-minded people. We share ideas, and I get ideas from them for my videos. So guys, I want you to check them out. These guys are fantastic content creators, and you will not regret it. Make sure you give their videos a thumbs up, and also hit that subscribe button to show them some love and support the same way you do for me. I would like to thank you guys ahead of time for your love and support. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and go to the number 10 on my list. Go-to number 10 is Mr. Bullet for the iOS. It's a standalone trajectory style of shooting game. This game starts off very easy until it becomes harder and challenges you to get full points for each stage. I can't deny how much I enjoy the game and the sound the baddies make when you eliminate them. There's just something so satisfying when you hear the sound. It's just an awesome all-around game. Number 9, we have Ball Blast for the iOS. It's a side-scroller type of shooter game, pretty similar to Galaga and Galaxian, but completely different. I actually came across this game while uploading one of my videos on YouTube platform, and this came on as an ad, and I thought, you know what, let's check that out. And I was really glad I did, because there's something about the human brain that wants to destroy big round rocks coming down on you, and frankly, it's very satisfying and therapeutic. I really recommend this to you guys to try and play. It's pretty fun. So at my number 8 go-to is Zombie Frontier 3. It is a first-person shooter game that allows you to venture out into dungeon-style levels and clear out zombie-infested stages. As a bonus, at each stage includes a boss fight for you to enjoy or for you to get frustrated on. Now, accomplishing each levels depends on how well equipped you are and how your weaponry is upgraded. Of course, you have to gain money in order to upgrade, so a couple of failures here and there is bound to happen, but other than that, the game is still very enjoyable. There are different areas you can venture in. Items tend to drop for you to use in combat, like healing stems, level difficulty adjuster that gives extra cash for upgrading your weapons. My number 7 is Left to Survive for the iOS. It's a survivor horror third-person shooter game that has a very good starting point, which I like. Not a whole lot of introduction to what you're supposed to do, just like in a real zombie apocalypse situation where you have to act fast or get eaten. The story moves forward via comic style of interaction and storytelling, but everything else is so good when it comes to combat and missions. I would say this game reminds me of the Walking Dead strategy game because of the way you have to start pitching in your community to build and defend it. I play this game the most out of all the other survival horror games I have on my mobile device. I highly recommend this if you are the type who likes survival horror, action, strategy style with a solid story. Definitely try this game, guys. Top 6 go-to Tales of Wind on the iOS. It's an MMORPG game where you can create an adventurer from choosing from 5 different classes. The 5 classes are Warrior, Mage, Cleric, Assassin, and Summoner. You then begin the adventure with your childhood friend Audrey. What I find amazing in this game is the dialogue. It has texted dialogues and voiced for an added interaction that captures you into its universe. I highly recommend this game if you are on the go and you have a few minutes to burn. You can always log on and play your favorite character and go on an adventure or even for a long traveling if you travel a lot. If you want something else, this will definitely keep you away from the real world for the time being. And the game has so many features, you will never be bored, but I leave that for you to explore and try for yourself.
My necklace! Dare you break my precious necklace! You bastard!
For my fifth go-to is Evertale on the iOS. It is an RPG that resembles a lot of the game Bastion, Pokemon, and Digimon, but it has a lot of features to offer. Just like Pokemon and Digimon, you can battle and capture monsters and train them to help you in battle. The game is a very unique type of RPG on its own because of the beautiful landscape you get to explore as you gain more experience and train more of your friends. There are 180 different monsters to train and gain. The story of Erden is something to behold and very interesting if you like the deep story type RPGs. This will surely keep you on your toes as you delve deeper into the game, and it sure does for me, and so it'll make me feel content while playing this game. For my fourth go-to, it's very simple. It's more of just like a press of a button or a swipe of a button type of game. It's War of Dragons for the iOS. This is a very fun game, I must say. You can collect and control dragons. You can obviously buy them with currency, but where's the fun in that? That is totally up to you though, how you want to play the game. This is a strategy building game, and the stronger your fortress is, the harder for raid teams to get to you and destroy your fortress and your entire nation. You can join a clan and raid other dragon fortress and help your clan raid and gain fame from doing so. I can't recommend this game enough. If you like these kinds of MMORPG that has really simple controls, then definitely War of Dragons is for you. The third one on our list is Sword Art Online Memory Defrag for the iOS. It is a semi-open world MMORPG where you can unlock characters from the famous anime to be used in your adventures as you go through the story, which is based off on the anime. If you're familiar with the Sword Art Online anime, then you know how this game is going to be like. It follows the storyline based on the anime, but there is also other quests that you can partake depending on what kind of event is happening. There is a hero character customization to increase the strength and effectiveness of your characters in battle. Of course, you can pay to win, or you can play free without monetary use. All in all, it's a fun RPG game that will make you have a hard time putting down the phone. And my number 2 go-to game for my mobile is Dragon Quest V for the iOS. It's a classic RPG game from the Super Famicom era, which Square Enix has released for mobile play. It is an actual copy of the game that was in Japanese and then translated to English for us to understand and enjoy. The story of Lucas is very familiar to all of us if you have played the game on the Super Famicom. There is a one-time fee to get this game. I'm not sure how much it is now because I have purchased the game long ago. I think around 2014 when I think it was $4.99 on sale. This was during a holiday, so I don't know how to check that price nowadays, but this game has a very solid foundation and is sure to keep you playing for hours. And for my number one go-to game for my mobile device is the Final Fantasy IV After Years for the iOS. Guys, I really missed out on the After Years and was unaware that it came out for neither the iOS nor the WiiWare. So when a family member mentioned there was a part 2 to the Final Fantasy IV series, I doubted for a second, but thankfully my family showed me the game on mobile. The game is very similar to the remake that came out for the Nintendo DS and has amazing graphics and storyline. I really love getting to know Cecil's son Theodore, who is the protagonist of Final Fantasy IV The After Years. The adventure never ceases to amaze me, and I still find myself frequently starting a new game after finishing it. All in all, the replay value of this game for me is very high. I actually finished the game, but I find myself creating a new game to play whenever I'm on a trip or just really having some downtime. Definitely something worth checking out if you guys are big fans of the Final Fantasy franchise. There you have it, guys. That is my top 10 go-to favorite mobile games for my mobile device. Guys, I want to thank you for watching my videos and supporting the channel and showing me some love. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And you know, I understand that a lot of gamers and a lot of people nowadays that works in the gaming industry believes that the mobile games is the bane of gaming collectors. It spells like it's the end of game collecting, but it's not really, because I feel like it only contributes to what we already have now. It helps us grow as gamers, and it also kind of helps us understand the games that we missed from during those era. Like for example, the Dragon Quest V, Final Fantasy IV, that after years that I never even knew that existed. So you know, that I really appreciate these things and knowing these kind of information, and hopefully you guys feel the same way. And if you get to try these games, guys, I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Again, thank you guys for watching the video. I will see you on my next one.